Alrighty, so Tokyo Ghoul Re chapter 125. Ladies and gentlemen, Tokyo Ghoul Re has turned into a fucking hentai. I am honestly speechless right now. I understand Ishida loves to hit us with curveballs. He really likes to throw shit just randomly out of nowhere. And as much as this was foreshadowed, as this was teased, I never thought we were actually going to get a legitimate full chapter. This chapter, right, is literally like 19 pages of pure fucking. Literally. There is no dialogue. There is no flashbacks. No other characters, just the pure focus of Kaneki and Toka's romance and their passion. Overall, it was still actually a really good chapter, right? There is a fuck ton of, that's a pun by the way, but there is a fuck ton of symbolism in this chapter, which I want to talk about. I may talk about it a little bit. I may make a full separate video on it, but like there's not all too much I can talk about in terms of like this chapter's progression. Because I mean, a lot of people thought that, you know, Kaneki was going to block the kiss or we were just going to progress with the story in general, but to get a full chapter of, I guess, the sex between Kaneki and Toka is literally insane. Like, how many manga series that you read on like a regular basis can you name that actually do that? Like, that's a pretty ballsy thing to do from the author. Like, Ishida doesn't give a fuck, man. Like, he will write the story the way he wants to write it. So, I mean, I respect that. That's really cool. So, I guess I should touch on the whole symbolic side of things, right? Because as much as this chapter is going to be a massive hit for the fandom and the, you know, the Toka and Kaneki fans, there is a lot of foreshadowing for a lot of big things. The first big foreshadow was death, obviously, surrounding Toka, and that's not the symbolic stuff in the chapter. That's just a general death flag over Toka's head at the moment. And with the increasing rate of her character becoming very more prevalent into Kaneki's life, I mean, as much as everyone's gonna hate it, as much as I don't want to say it, but it's honestly going in that direction where most likely Toka's gonna die, right? Now, the symbolic stuff in this chapter, I will mention the two things that I think a lot of people are talking about and that will caught my eye, and that is the title of the chapter as well as the number at the end, right? So first of all, the title of the chapter is called X, which is not anything really unusual except for the fact that Tokyo Ghoul follows tarot cards and meanings behind the tarot cards. So X actually stands for Wheels of Fortune. Now, there's a lot of stuff going into the Wheels of Fortune, which is a different, I guess, depiction of this chapter. And I want to say it's a better depiction of this chapter because the other actual symbolic meaning in this chapter is the number 6. Now, the number 6 is also a tarot card. It is the Lover's tarot card, right? It's obviously pretty apparent for this chapter, right? However, if you don't know how tarot cards work, there's also a reverse of that number, which is the bad side of it. Unfortunately, the number 6 for lovers is reversed. So it's an upside down 6. It looks like a backwards 9, right? And this is on the final page of Kaneki and Toka, which is rather symbolic because as well as there being a reverse 6, it also looks like Kaneki has wings when he's laying down kind of in like the fetal position on Toka's lap. It's a very symbolic, I guess, final page. But let me just explain what the reverse 6 is because it's actually quite bad. The lover's reverse indicates that you are avoiding responsibility for the consequences of your own action. You have made a rushed decision based purely on your desire for instant gratification, and now you are trying to lay the blame on others or on fate. You must do what you can to make amends, but this is not possible. Let the past go and resolve to make better choices in the future. It can also indicate inner conflicts and being at war with yourself rather than external forces. It also suggests disharmony and difficulty in being able to balance your own inner union. This literally depicts the entirety of Kaneki and what potentially could be the future of Kaneki and Toka. You remember the theory that me and Jalen talked about, and we talked about it very heavily and deeply, which was the Toka being pregnant and her possibly getting killed alongside with the child inside of her. The reverse 6 tarot card somewhat segues into that idea. That idea is now well and truly possible thanks to this chapter and the reverse 6 in the chapter, which is a tarot card. As much as people want to see this relationship bloom and obviously turn into something really nice, it seems like it's going to go completely downhill. Just based off the symbolism in this chapter, just based off the tarot cards alone. Consequences for your own actions. Reverse 6. I mean, I ain't gonna put it as literal as it is, but did Kaneki wear a rubber? I didn't see one. Did anyone else see a rubber? Alright, so I ain't saying that Toka's gonna get pregnant, but just with how everything's going at the moment, there's gonna be heavy consequences for this chapter. Considering there's no dialogue in it, it's just straight fucking between them. It's gonna go downhill very quick. But needless to say, this chapter itself was super refreshing. That sounds kind of fucked up, but like we don't see stuff blooming like this in Tokyo Ghoul, right? And Kaneki was very emotional. Well, both of them were very emotional, I should say. This is a very big thing for Kaneki, opening up to someone so closely and so intimately. So this is going to push his character in, I'm hoping, a really good direction. But sooner or later, the after effects for this chapter will come into play, and it's most likely going to be disastrous, and it's most likely going to be focusing around Toka. So, I mean, that's all I gotta say. There's not really much I can expand on. I actually really enjoyed the chapter as much as it's just completely bizarre and completely unusual for a series to do this. But, I mean, it is Ishida at the end of the day. He does whatever the fuck he wants, which I respect him for. He writes his series the way he wants to, which at the end of the day, that's all I can ask for. I really enjoyed this chapter. I'm excited to see what you guys think and just how everyone's freaking out at the moment. So, with that being said, I'm actually going to end the video off here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.